G'day, we're back with Jake and Swanny. Now,
I tell you, it's just the names the other way around.
well, mate,
What are your specialties?
It's your show. I'm just the idiot who comes off the ride.
You're the star.
Nothing. But anyway, drifted back into some food content. Now, I'd actually never heard of these places, so it shows how much or little I know about the food around here. But we've got a couple of sandwiches from two institutions in Richmond, yeah?
HECTOR'S DELI and HUGO'S DELI.
Yeah, I live all the way in Prahran, so it's very hard for me to come to this side of town, and we're going to eat some rolls. We actually haven't eaten today either, so it's actually worked pretty nicely.
We're going to rate them individually out of 10, so we'll see which one gets a high score. It'd be good to know which one's from where. Which one's from where?
Moments later.
All right, so from HECTOR'S we have the beef and pickles and the roast pork.
Yeah.
And then from HUGO'S we've got a Reuben and a fried chicken. So this is the Reuben from HECTOR'S. That is good.
No, they are. They're good.
They're really good,
It's quite a nice blend. Well, you get a little bit of everything in the mouthful. It's not, the pastrami's not overpowering. Well,
There's a lot
sour
going on.
powders. Really hits the palate well.
There's a lot going on in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read it. It's like even the crunch of the bread and then the moisture of like everything else. What do you get? Well, out of 10.
It's an 8.2
You got an 8.2?
for a Reuben, yeah.
Yeah, for a Reuben.
No,
I'm going an 8.4. I think that was very
Yeah.
good. But they've lost a lot of points on the line and price.
I don't line up for anything, Jake. You don't?
Yeah.
Jake doesn't line up for anything, so...
The king of no. But he'd have a backdoor entry at HECTOR'S if he wanted him. All right, so this is the roast pork roll. So I think
Love a good pork.
It's got like a chili and kale pesto with a whole bunch of meat in it.
Not a big rap for pesto, but we'll see. Probably got green chili on me like I've just blown a frog, but...
Blown a frog!
Like my mouth like Kermit, but...
This is, the bread's quite, like, I like focaccia bread, but like there's a lot of bread in this.
It's good.
It is good.
I've never been a huge pesto guy myself, but...
Is it pesto?
That's what you just told me, yeah, like pesto pastas,
Yeah.
I'm not into them, but I like it.
This wouldn't be my go-to order though, but it is good.
That's really good. The what did you call that one? The
Reuben.
Reuben's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd order that again. I'd probably go, I'm more of a chicken sandwich man myself. I'm very basic, but I do like it for a mix-up.
I think I'm going to give this one a 7.4. Still good rating. I reckon a lot of people that like this type of sandwich would like it, but it's not my go-to.
A little bit of heat's coming through. There must be a little
There's a bit of chili in there.
which has bumped it up a bit for me.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.2 myself.
7.2 is gone. So
That was all right.
we got 8.3 combined, 7.3 combined for HECTOR'S on the roast pork and the Reuben.
Both very good, but like for a quick sandwich, I'm not lining up 45 minutes for anything for a sandwich.
Do you make sandwiches for yourself at home?
I can make a sandwich, yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm not.
but like, is that like if you want to make lunch for yourself, would you ever make a sandwich?
Yeah. What else?
Well, no. I'm just curious. I never make sandwich.
What do you make for yourself when you're hungry?
Like real bad, like meagre and shit.
There we go.
All right, this is Reuben number 2. This one looks like it's got way more sauce about it. It's a Reuben from the other place, which was
HUGO'S.
golly shit. Like Hugo and Hector could be related, and they've had a falling out.
I know.
Oh, there's a lot more flavour to this, but way more meat at HECTOR'S.
It's a lot more on it, as you can see. My hands are a lot more messy, and I've probably got shit all over my face too. But
I think this one's lower. I rate the other Reuben more.
same.
I'm gonna go. This for me is a 6.9.
Hey, look at you.
Take out the dot.
Hey,
You know what I mean, ladies and gents.
Dinner for two.
Yep. When we can't keep it PG, we'll take it up a notch if we have to.
7.1, just a bit messier, but it's still good.
You still liked it? Flavour?
Well, I
You
liked
munched
it, but it's very messy. Stuff all over me. I shouldn't have worn a white t-shirt. That looks like a sandwich.
That looks like a proper sandwich.
Yeah.
And I actually tried to get this from HECTOR'S, but it was sold out. Bread's warm, which is weird because it's fresh.
Are you a pickle man?
Not in sandwiches.
No? You like being pickled yourself?
I mean, you can't go wrong with fried chicken in your sandwich if you eat meat. So
No.
it is pretty good.
So, and the bread's really soft, just considering how thick it is.
It's a well crafted sandwich.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's very,
It's
very
probably
hard.
the best crafted one.
It's very hard to know.
Handmade.
Yeah.
Like warm bread, but it's fresh. Like, how do they do that?
I don't know, maybe.
Question to everyone at home. Does anyone know if Hector's or Hugo make their own bread? I'd go to the one that is. I'm going to give this 8.5. This was probably the best one for me.
Yeah, no, I was probably 8.4. That's probably my favourite sandwich of the 4. But that was good. They didn't over complicate it. They just had a couple of ingredients. You don't need to f around with a sandwich and put a million things on it.
And the chicken's really thick. Like it's not a thin layer. It's like a whole.
A little couple of chips on the side would be nice. But yeah. But yeah, no, that was my favourite probably.
Would you be lining up for these?
Well, I live in Prahran, so I wouldn't travel down here to get it. But if I live walking distance, I probably would come down to get them both because they were both, good. But I certainly, if I walked up and the line was 30 people out the front, there's not a hope in hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you could pre-order them, walk in and get them straight away, no problem. I'd order them a lot until I went broke because they're so expensive.
So, oh, there we go. Hector's and Hugo's Delis, the craze of Melbourne. We've tried their Reubens, and we did a roast pork from Hector's, and then we did the fried chicken from Hugo's. So, all a big plus.
They're all good. Can't complain.
You can't. Can you really f up a sandwich? I don't know. Maybe
well, they have it.
can.
I'm
yeah,
sure
they
someone has.
definitely have it though.
Yeah.
They're big tick.